Hi guys, how you doing? Daniel here. Apologies firstly that I haven't been vlogging in a little while. Been sorting out stuff, business, work, all of that. Crazy, hectic. Right, basically today, I just want to have a quick talk about Apple's announcement of their new MacBook Pro. Wow, it's amazing. We're loving it. As Apple do, they always bring us something sparkly brand new that will blow our minds and think, hey, look, time to part with that cash. 1 minute before you go running off to your nearest PC outlet or Apple store to pre-order your new MacBook Pro, there's a few things that you need to consider. Firstly, if like me and most of us out here, you already own a MacBook Pro, 15-inch, whatever, you've got yourself set up. You've been running it for a little while. You've got a decent processor, i5, i7, whatever it would be. You've got sufficient hard drive space. All your preferables fit and work perfectly in geosynchronous how they're supposed to. And then Apple introduced this new one. Okay. Firstly, do you need to buy it? Right. So, sorry about the shaky video. So, you do all your editing, photo, audio, video, whatever it is. You're doing all your editing. Everything's working perfectly fine in your current Macintosh. Okay? Now, like me, I do photography a bit, so it's nice to know that when I'm out and about, I don't need to carry tons and tons of equipment if I need to get stuff done. If I'm out in London and, I take some pictures and maybe I want to quickly edit it while I'm having a snack to eat or, whatever, I know I can pop my SD card out of my camera, straight into my Mac, boom, there I go. And where I go, start editing. The new Macintosh, unfortunately, they have decided to remove the SD card slot, which is going to be probably not such a big point for video editors as such, music editors, but for people like me, it's kind of inconvenience to now know that if I did upgrade to the new Mac, I now have to purchase the Thunderbolt 3 cable, the additional connector, an SD card reader, which I don't really want to have to be carrying about. You want to go out with minimal amount of equipment to maximize efficient and get your work done. So it's a little difficult, but leave it on the back burner. Okay. Nextly, they've taken away basically every port, but they've left you a headphone jack. Thank you, we appreciate that. But you now have to contend with 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports. Now, even though this new design is twice as fast as the current MacBook Pro generation and delivers huge immense amounts of power, it allows you to daisy chain 2 additional 5K display monitors as well as network storage. Who really wants to be daisy chaining things all over the place? If you've already got a current setup of, whatever, your printers, additional hard drive space, whatever, copiers, everything runs off the current USB setting. Now you're faced with having to buy additional connectors for all of these peripherals and start daisy chaining things, which interrupts your setup and on so and on so and on so. While I watched the keynote, loved the device, I'm not one for a gimmick. Adding Touch ID to the display is helpful in some aspects in regard to things like quick shifting of websites, your web pages. It adapts to each additional program that you're using. Not too sure about the whole taking phone calls as such with this thing. The Touch ID idea I loved. Make your payments directly from your Mac just saves time. So I get that. But again, I don't think it's enough to make me want to upgrade currently. Okay? Think about yourself, how old is your Mac? Most of us generally maybe you got a 3-year-old Mac which still runs perfectly and you don't think it's necessary to have to upgrade. Personally, at the moment, I'm going to give it a pass. Biggest point I have to say, if I wanted a like-for-like Mac for the one I'm currently using, I'm going to have to part with over 2.5 grand. That's pound sterling, which is not cheap. So it's not really something at this end of the year, this close to Christmas, that I feel is necessary. I have 3 children that I need to give a present for, so not even something I'm going to think about. But, leave your comments and your likes. Tell me what you think about it. Are you purchasing it? If so, what's your reasoning? Is it 100% necessary? Don't be suckered in, do your homework. Know that your one is sufficient enough to run all your current software. Give it time, wait for more USB-C peripherals and this Thunderbolt 3 to come out and see if it works in your favor and if it's even necessary. Thanks for watching. I've been Daniel. Like, comment, subscribe, excuse me. Thank you for your time. Keep watching. I'll see you later.